I almost died during a meditation last week. I guess that's a good way to start this. Because after that meditation, there has been a lot of things happening in my life that I was not really prepared to handle, almost. I had this meditation that is from Joe Dispenza. It's called something along the lines of love life into life. And, or love life into life with love, or something like that. And it's a very physical meditation. It's like more of an exercise. You focus on different parts of your body while doing a breathing technique, which forces your intrinsic muscles to guide this energy up against your spine, into your head, and then release, if that's the right word to use. And I felt like I was going to die a few times, because you're told to hold your breath on the out breath and the in breath. And very soon you're going to see that you are capable of holding your breath a lot longer than you thought. And then you're asked to push it, to keep the breath and to release it in a certain manner, and then to go into that whole routine again. And I was doing this, and it did not take long until I felt very different compared to what I've felt before while doing the same meditation. And when we were done with the meditation, the guided one, when the soundtrack stopped playing, I think I spent like 10-15 minutes getting back into my body, because I was so far out on a journey that just simply opening my eyes would be akin to seasickness. It's happened before, when I'm out traveling and I come back and I open my eyes at the queue and I just barf, I just purge, I vomit all over the place. And that's not a good situation to be in, to be honest. And I wanted to avoid that, so it took like 15 minutes. And after that I was blown away to some degree, because it was so physical. It was so different than the other ones I've had. And the days after, I felt different. But the reason I started with that is because 2 days ago, I had another situation happen, which came completely unprepared. It was one of those openings of the Pandora's box kind of moments, and I'm still trying to communicate myself through it. And I've gotten enough data and experiences to offer my thoughts at this point, I guess. I just saw a video on, actually it's right behind me here, it's not even done. Scratch that. It was done. On the Kundalini awakening. And the Kundalini awakening is kind of the same thing as the Joe Dispenza technique, almost. Like, it's based on the chakras, and your Kundalini energy, starting from the base of your spine, then travels all the way up through your spine and comes to your head, your third eye, and you connect, let's say it like that. And that is also something that has been kind of recommended with a warning. Don't do this if you're not prepared. Don't walk into this looking for spiritual enlightenment. Don't try to do things simply because you think that this is the answer or whatever. Like, it's a paradox. It's the whole going on the journey, being focused on the journey, but not care about the journey. You simply is. You know, you are being. You're in the moment, you're doing your thing, you're doing the things that feel aligned to you, and as you do that, you want to do more of it, and then you don't really think about the fact that you're on this spiritual journey, but you're just doing you, and then more and more and more things happen because energy attracts more of the same, and then you start to do these techniques based on whatever situation you're in, and sometimes those techniques give you different results than they would do if you were taking them in the beginning of the journey, and if you're trying to do them simply because they say that you should do them. And that's kind of what I was taken most aback by, because I was not trying to do anything, especially not the last one, where I had this reaction to a situation, and I was asked if I was angry, and I wasn't. Like, the feeling I felt was completely different, and I had issues explaining what I was feeling, and then so I took a few days to really reflect on it and think about it. And the more I kind of went into that feeling, the more I saw that this is more than I'm probably prepared for right now. And so I ended up having a conversation, which was a very silent conversation. It was one of those where you're just with someone, sitting next to them, just being there, and if the situation feels safe, you're able to just express whatever you need to express. And I felt safe. I have a few people, very small amount of people in my life, whom I can feel completely safe with. And so when I'm with these people, I don't have to do anything. It's like I can think, I can feel, I can go through whatever I'm experiencing, and then when I'm ready, in my own time, I can kind of relate what I experienced. And in this case, I got overwhelmed by so many emotions at the same time. Emotions that I was not really prepared for. It was loneliness on a completely new level. And it made sense why. And so just accepting that feeling of extreme loneliness, it did a number on me. It was like the pressure cooker had just reached this point, and now everything happened at once. And it was such a silent yet catastrophically powerful reaction that I was just staring into nothing. I was just looking into the distance, feeling that my body and everything in me went through this fucking battle. After a while, I started to be able to kind of communicate a few words, and I got in the most word scarce way, with as few words as possible, because I wasn't able to form entire sentences. I was able to communicate what was the problem. And then I asked questions. That was more for me to kind of get that confirmation that, took that whole reaction to the next level. Because each question removed a layer of the onion, and it was like you're whipping yourself. It's like every question was just a loaded gun, and it felt like I lost Russian roulette at each and every question. It was like 3-4 questions, and I can't even remember what those questions are right now, but they were perfect for the moment, which just uncovered the one of the sources for me feeling like that. And coincidentally, after that happened, the days after, every single thing again kind of aligned with that. Every single thing that I saw, that I was told, that I was sent, it felt like it was just that meant to be. It happened in the exact same moment as it had to, like perfect timing on each and every single thing to kind of gain more and more clarity into what this was. And now, after seeing that Kundalini video, I was like, okay, shit. I get it. And I guess that's also one of those things. Kundalini, it's such a buzzword. So many people will kind of want to go on a spiritual journey and then just look up Kundalini, and they will hope to experience something on the first thing, or take a bunch of mushrooms, or whatever have you. And they will look for an answer they have no idea how to identify when it arrives. They will do things just for the sake of doing them, because they're searching something that is just not there. And by doing the thing all over, just being stuck in the reading or stuck in the process of trying to figure out, you're not being. By not being, you're eluding yourself from the whole thing that you're looking for in the first place. So it's kind of, that's the paradox. You know, where focus goes, energy flows. And if you focus on the wrong thing because you think that's the thing that you should focus on, let's say that you're focusing on positivity, so you're kind of avoiding all negative emotions and you're just blocking them off and ignoring situations that would be uncomfortable, then you're not doing the thing. Because it's not fucking easy. It's not supposed to be easy. And the more shit, the more challenge that you've gone through, the more battles that you've won, sometimes it feels like those people have the hardest of being able to live the life that they have been working to create. Because they see through the bullshit of everything that's happening. So you don't want to be part of that whole herd mentality that goes on. Even though that herd mentality is providing a lot of success for a lot of people, you don't want to partake in the whole giving energy to an old archaic system that has to be taken down. It's like you're seeing beyond the mask, and it's painful to watch. That being said, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to fix this now. I'm not supposed to fix anything. I know that. But for the first time in a long time, I feel like I don't have the answers. Because I found the next key to the rest of my journey. And in many ways, that is fucking refreshing. It's like, wow. Wow. You know, we talk about being in the feeling uncomfortable sometimes, to go through the hard stuff like ice bathing and working out even though you don't want to, and making the hard calls or the hard conversations, whatever it may be. And you're doing it to such a degree where you're getting used to being uncomfortable, and the uncomfortable becomes something that you're just doing. And then after a while you plateau. It's like I felt like I've been just walking around doing my thing for so long that I didn't really think or feel that anything had to be dealt with. And all of a sudden this huge cloud of darkness just pops in. It's like, there it is, that's the thing, right? So it felt good to actually feel something like that again. Although it was fucking excruciating. So I figured I'm gonna chill. I'm going to take some time to just reflect on this and see what I can come up with, because I know one thing. If I continue to force something because I think I have to, I'm going to be worse off. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to think and feel a bit, and then see if I can make more sense of this, because it's still kind of a jumbled mess. I feel very much impacted by this one, and I know that I'm not able to be who am I supposed to be for those people around me right now, other than the ones who are right next to me, my family and the people that I need. It's interesting. I hope this video gave you anything. I feel like I just ramble out my mind. If it did, great. And with that, I hope you're having a fantastic day. And now I'm going to go and take care of my freaking family. Love your face.